Hi, thank you so
Hi.
much for taking the time to talk to me today.
No problem at all. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excited to talk about the film. I've watched it twice now, and it's so great to finally see like the horror thriller action genre finally come together. So I'm super excited to talk to you and pick your brain about your character specifically.
Yeah.
But your character operates basically as the right-hand man for this big bad monster that we're talking about throughout the film. But he's also the one who's doing a lot of the actual physical enforcing and work. So I'm wondering for you as an actor, how do you approach playing someone who isn't the ultimate villain, but is the one carrying out all of the violence?
I mean, I feel like it's my middle name. It's what I do. People are often shocked when I show up to television or movie sets about how much I'm willing to do. And then I have this guilty conscience because I will have a stunt double. This person who has gone to painstaking lengths to have their hair like me, have their beard like me, and I'm like, oh, crap, should I, do you want to work? You're like, what are we doing here? But what I do obviously in wrestling is very physical. So there's a lot of times when uh it's easy just to go, I know I can fall down. I can do that. Like we don't need if you need a close up of the face while I'm doing it, I'm your guy. But there's also been times where I'm like, yeah, please use the stunt double. Like, spare me a couple bumps.
Yeah. I mean, you're keeping someone employed, so there's the win-lose of, hey, I
Right.
don't have to get hurt, but someone else gets paid. But watching the film, I don't know if it's just me being delusional or like hoping for the best in people, but it kind of feels like there's a version of your character who, before being in Night Patrol, might have had some sense of good in him, or at least like moral code, because police
Oh,
force.
no.
So, did you ever imagine a past for him where you believed he was doing something right, or was it just fully the darkness of this character?
No, my character in my head, you're given a choice. Um, you can be a vampire and you can live forever, or you can be a human being and have these faults and have this finite time on Earth. I think my character, as well as all the other characters, all the other members of the Night Patrol, gleefully accepted to kind of sell their soul and strictly so they could continue to be the rotten human beings that they were for eternity, so to speak. Um, and I don't know how much that is spelled out in the movie, but I really want people to kind of question, like, is my character a monster because he's a vampire, or is he just a vampire? Was he a monster prior to that? Is he a monster because he's a cop? Leave it up to the viewers.
Definitely. Did you have conversations with Ryan about the term of monsters? Because obviously we do have vampires in this, but as he said before, it's kind of the will of good and evil and kind of depicting who those actual monsters are, despite them having fangs or not.
Yeah, we talked about stuff like that, There's also a lot of parallels, there's gangs, there's Bloods, and there's Crips. And I think the LAPD in this is very much presented as, yeah, we're also a gang. We're a gang within the gang. We're Night Patrol. We're elite. Everybody else is like, what's going on with Night Patrol? Yeah, I want to be on Night Patrol. I got to be on Night Patrol. I, you know, there's an initiation to get into Night Patrol. We're all monsters and we're all gang members.
Yeah. I mean, he does have that darkness in him. So I'm wondering, do you think he genuinely believes that like Night Patrol, what they're doing is the right thing? Or do you think it's kind of he's just every man for himself, wants to be a rotten human being. This is just the excuse.
No, I think he believes it. There's very much the belief among white supremacists that they are the ma and it's always the worst representations of that think they are the master race. You know, that's more monstrous to me than being a vampire. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He knows who he is, and he gleefully, like I said, he gleefully accepted to be able to do this for eternity because he believes that he is the chosen one, and he relishes in doing diabolical things.
Fair enough. I mean, with this being such a switch of topics, because it starts out very like could be family based, then it goes a bit darker. Wondering for you, creatives are usually their own biggest critics. So flipping that narrative on a more positive note, what are you most proud of yourself for this entire film?
Um, what am I most proud of? I don't know if I'm necessarily proud, more so that I am just grateful I got to be a small part of this. I think the cast is really amazing. The script was, if it fell into my lap. I was asked to read for Ryan Prowse directly, and I gleefully said yes to. And then it turned out he was just like, "Oh, he'll read. All right, you know what? Just do the job." Cool, great. I appreciate that. But man, if you told me I didn't get it, I'd be bummed because the names in this, Justin Long, Dermot Mulroney, you know, just artists, Flying Lotus, YG, Freddie Gibbs. Like I'm forgetting people because there's so many talented people that work on this that it's hard to name them all, even in
Yeah.
the 8 minutes that you're given to talk to me. I'm proud to be a part of this. It's exciting. I really believe in the movie, and it is a movie that I would be buying a ticket to see if I was in it or not.
I love that. And my last question for you, because I know we're running out of time. I personally love making playlists to get into characters' heads. So I'm wondering for you, if you had to give your character a song that kind of describes him, what would it be?
This is how fast I can answer this one. The song is called Bloodline. The artist is Slayer.
Okay, you had that ready.
Yep.
Well, congratulations on everything again, and thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much.